everybody. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Let's see. I hope I'm clear. Let's see what's going on, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. It's Wednesday night. It's Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Love and Marriage, DC, everything shenanigans that is happening with Miss Wanda. She never disappoints. Okay. Hey, Jeremy, you're the first one over here. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for being here. We are speaking on Love and Marriage, Huntsville, Love and Marriage, DC, Miss Wanda. I want to know what the heck has been going on. Okay, because listen, I mean, who is this? Who is this? Who is she? Who is she? Okay. At some point, when she went live, I thought that Miss Wanda's phone has been hacked. Oh no. That is Kiki. It's another Kiki from Miss Wanda's one of Miss Wanda's nieces. All right. And she was checking people on that IG when she went live. She was checking everybody and telling everybody, listen, don't come for the family. And her wig, she was not ashamed. Okay. And then Miss Wanda shows up. Miss Wanda shows up and she wants you all to know she is not shy. You're going to appreciate who she is. She's not apologetic of who she is. I cannot. I can't. These people, I wish I had the courage that they have. Now, I don't know who was coming for Miss Wanda because she was heated yesterday on that live. She was heated. I do not know who she was. She was trying to show the picture, and I'm not going to show the picture over here because she was really nasty towards that girl. I don't know what was happening, but we'll get to that. I'm waiting for Goody. That's Miss Wanda for you, okay? She's not shy. We are speaking on Love and Marriage DC, Love and Marriage Huntsville. And if there's anything about Huntsville, it has to be Miss Wanda and the boys. All right? Hey, Sheila, thank you for being here, Sheila. Thank you, my friend. Yes. We are speaking on Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? The guys, DC trip, the famous or infamous DC trip. I don't know why they keep putting themselves in this situation all over again. And listen, where is Goody? Come on, Goody. I need to hear about what Goody has to say about this because Yep. Well, so anyway, so the guys decide to go to Atlanta. Martel invites the guys to go to Atlanta, all right, and everybody is not hesitant. The guys are not hesitant about going. Okay, Goody is here. Hold on 1 second. Let's get Goody.
Hello.
Wait, I cannot see you. Wait a minute. Oh, there you are.
You're not going to see me either because I've had a long Juneteenth weekend.
Yes, me too.
I was outside a lot.
Okay.
Okay. Where
do you wanna start? Do you wanna tell me who the hell this is? Is that where you want us to start?
I was trying to follow that, but it was so scary. I didn't understand. Is this supposed to be another one of the nieces?
Yes, her name is Kiki.
She looks like the other side of the tracks.
Well, she's not apologetic about it. Okay, she was checking it.
Okay, that's fine, but we don't need to see you. Why does Wanda have? Because she took Wanda's phone.
Yes. So listen, I was among the first people to get when she went live. I was the first person, and I was like, "Oh my god, somebody hacked Wanda's phone," because she looks nothing about Wanda or Tisha.
You can just like she bleaches her skin.
Oh Jesus!
A wig ain't wigging.
Mm-hmm. One thing you gotta give her though.
Eye makeup, the eyebrow powder is darker than it should be. She
Jesus.
could be a beautiful young lady, but this
Mhm.
ain't it. Like if we scale down all of that, because the one thing I will say is Wanda and Tisha,
Sheila is answering your question. Uh-huh.
like Wanda and Tisha, they do have beautiful, they have good genes. Kiki's pretty.
Yes,
Not this Kiki could be pretty, but they have good genes.
they
They're
do.
not
Because
as ugly
even
people.
her skin is
Hey
beautiful.
Sheila. Hey Jeremy.
Yeah, Jerry was the first person to get here, so
No, so I feel like if you peel back a lot of the, like she has a cute button nose. I like her nose. I like the
mhm,
shape of her lips.
mhm.
They do seem like they might have fillers or something's wrong. Something's not right. And I didn't listen to it because like at some point you gotta turn away from all the madness that they have going on. It's too much.
Listen, I was there the whole time. I do not know who she was talking about. She kept showing a picture of a lady, all right? I don't know what was going on. I don't know why somebody
It was
did.
giving me mental instability.
No. Somebody came for her. You came with Miss Wanda.
So and then eventually Wanda took her phone back, right?
Yes. Oh,
Well,
who mental? Who are you talking about? About when you say mental harm? This Kiki?
yes, it was
Okay.
giving it wasn't giving balanced, mental, healthy.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't seem healthy. And it seems
Well,
unnecessary. And what was Wanda talking about? Because at some point in time, like um I don't believe I think Wanda thinks all of this is cute, but it's not beneficial to her or her family.
well, Wanda was talking about some lady. I think did an interview and was trying to expose Wanda, right?
Hmm.
The lady was trying to expose Wanda, but then she came up. She said she had written a book, and then Miss Wanda was telling, "Yo, I'm ready. You come for me. I'm ready. Look at the person who was telling me that I'm not beautiful." That's why she kept standing over there and showing us, how beautiful she is. All right. That's why she kept standing there, and I mean, come on,
That's
Wanda.
Wanda.
Yeah, that's Wanda. That's Wanda showing
You
you that,
see, okay, this is a problem I have.
Mhm.
My mother, if she were still here, could not be taking no looking back at it pictures and posting it online. All of that nonsense. There comes some point in time where you got to get your mother in order.
But how you gonna? What are you gonna do? Can you control? Nobody can control Miss Wanda.
Yeah, yeah. Just you know what? I can't control her, but I can control her access to the platform that's giving her all of this light. No, you're not filming with my family.
But I feel at this point nobody has a say apart from Carlos King. There's no way because
Guess
people.
what? Well, you know what I do have a say in?
Mhm.
You filming with her, you're not filming with me.
And then the show is over
Because
because Wanda started the show.
this is not conducive to this is disrupting my family. It's
Well, if
disrupting my husband and I. It's disrupting our networking relationships because a lot Tisha and Mel could resolve a lot if Miss Wanda didn't go adding to the fire.
Mhm,
Talking about the children,
mhm,
prompting Mel to be like, yo, yeah, baby daddy in my DMs.
mhm,
These things,
mhm,
they start when the elder doesn't act behaved.
mhm.
She has no behavior. She lacks behavior.
Oh my goodness, I hear
And
you.
Marceau, if you're listening, I know how to say behavior, defer, and defer.
Don't do that.
It is what it is. Like this is a mess. This is a
Mhm,
mess. It is disgusting.
mhm,
It dishonors Black excellence. This dishonors Black excellence.
mhm.
And I can't even watch it anymore. I have to turn away from this component. Like when I see Miss Wanda, like all of this, yeah, there's a way to look great because she doesn't have a bad body for a grandmother, a mother.
Yeah,
Miss Wanda is a good looking woman, but she
yeah.
opens that pie hole of hers,
Mhm.
and you realize the pie is made out of poo poo.
Listen, I don't mind her. She's entertaining.
She's entertaining, but she's not your mom.
That's
She's
what
entertaining, but it's not you doing it to your children. Your children wouldn't allow this from you.
I was gonna say that. Yes, that is true. Yeah, and you can see, when the guys went to Atlanta and they went to that, what do you call that place? They went to release some anger and all that.
Yeah, like Marsau is frustrated with the energy Miss Wanda brings to his marriage, as he should be. He should also be giving them speech lessons instead of trying to give me speech lessons. That's what I speak the Queen's English.
You're the wrong person to be correcting people over here. Like, no, leave that to somebody else, not you. So what do you think? Do you think that Louis have an open marriage?
They don't have an open marriage. I think Martell was being messy. I don't believe what they said was we have an open marriage, because that's not how you tell people you have an open marriage. And if they had an open marriage, his frustration would be minimal. So he wouldn't be saying he's sexually frustrated, because there would be a fix within the openness of the marriage to resolve sexual frustration.
Now, my issue
I think Martell. Yeah. I don't even think Martell is being messy. I think Martell heard that sometimes if people aren't able to read between lines or have full comprehension of the English language, they will hear something and run with it.
Right. But what was I going to say? I was going to say something and I forgot about what I was just about to say. If they're having issues, this is what I was going to say. If they're having problems with, their sex life, you've only been married for close to 2 years now.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yes and no. I understand the problem from the perspective of people who are actually busy. I still don't know what Tiffany does. But if she's busy grinding, and if they agreed that she would grind hard for 4 years and they're only 2 years in, he's being ridiculous by not honoring what they said.
You don't think that's a problem in like this early now in marriage? Don't you think what Marcel was saying, that if this is a problem right now, then it's gonna be, if it's a frustration right now,
if it's a frustration now, it'll be an issue.
Then it's gonna be a
Marcel don't give a damn what he telling this man, because Marcel is in the joy of, oh, you had all this advice last year, now you need all this advice this year. You follow what I'm saying?
I don't think so. They were talking about,
I think that regardless of where you are in your relationship, once you're married and the life takes over, sometimes when life takes over, there is no room for all of the
But then if there is no
sexy, fun things that you used to do, and life is taking over, they have their businesses, and they have children, and they have a recording schedule.
If there is no fire, if there's no need for you saying, you know what, I'm gonna put on hold that business meeting. I'm not gonna start this project because I wanna go have some quality time with my husband. At this early age, you don't have little children.
You want to know why? You want to know what the reality of it is, Ma? The reality is this: this is an opportunity to strike everything you can strike now, especially with the way the show's been going. They don't know if there's going to be another season, because we're well past third. You have to, every opportunity that comes your way, you have to optimize it, because if you do not, and it does not come back next season, and you were worried about sleeping with your husband 8 and 20 times a day instead of striking while the iron is hot, you're going to have more than a problem. You're going to be looking back with regret. I'll sleep when we have time, but right now it's time to get the bag. Let's get on the same accord regarding getting this bag.
I would have accepted that, or I would received that, if only Tiffany wasn't saying that she wants a child.
I think Tiffany is bugging. I don't think you bring a child into something of this nature, nor do I think she has time to slow down to be pregnant. My son. Hold on.
Yeah, so I don't know, because I don't understand why Tiffany, on one hand, she wants a baby, she wants a child. And then,
she can want a child, but the reality is that's not realistic. And I think everyone who hears her say she wants a child is like, dude, I know, we all know that's not realistic. want something else. Even
Right.
Lewis is saying it's not realistic.
Of course, it's not. If I'm begging for you to have to be intimate with me, how is it gonna be realistic? But she's still young. That's what
Is
I
he
say.
begging
She's
for
still
the
young.
intimacy or is she begging for the intimacy? I'm not clear
I don't know. I
because
don't. You
it
know what?
seems to switch with who's begging for the intimacy every 2 episodes, not consecutively. Like it'll be him twice, and then she'll say, "Well, I was trying to get some from you, and you went to sleep."
Yes. Yes.
And
They
then
always
it'll be him saying the same thing.
insinuate.
They right now is the perfect time for them to be like, come down to Lewis business as seen on Love and Marriage Huntsville. They got to be grinding. If they're doing anything besides grinding, they're foolish, and I wouldn't even respect that. What they're doing is the right thing.
Well, then you
She
see,
would never complain about her sex life with Marceau, but you see what happened when she went down to the hotel. Marceau wasn't interested because he's like, "What are you doing? I'm fucking busy. I'm down here for business. What are you doing?"
cool.
When last season when Tisha put on the little lingerie and went
Oh
down
yeah.
to the hotel.
Mm-hmm,
It's
mm-hmm,
grind time for all of them,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
especially because they're watching Mel grind the hell out of the situation.
mm-hmm,
They're
mm-hmm,
all trying to play catch up.
mm-hmm. Well, could be, but also okay. So then let's talk about this. All right, let's talk about that. Okay, so he,
So this is what this says to me.
mm,
What that comment says,
mm-hmm,
they're being ambiguous about what happened. Right now, with what happened, Martell is the ultimate bad guy, and Maurice is slimy for lying about what transpired and then being revealed.
and the two of
So
them say,
nothing is cemented, but I
mhm,
believe that they were out there, they were being reckless.
mhm.
Um,
Even
and certain things they're
then,
saying,
are you
if
talking?
you know
Are you talking about their last trip or even now? This
their
trip.
last trip where the picture came out,
Uh huh.
there's certain things that they are saying where if you understand male code when men are hanging out,
Mm-hmm.
for example, the last time we were out here, it came out.
Right.
Okay, what came out?
That's supposed. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? They can cover it by saying Marcel's mistress was there, came out.
Mm-hmm.
But what we do know is a group of men don't go out and only one of them do dirt. That doesn't happen. If only one of them is going to do dirt, the rest of them can convince that one that
Mm-hmm.
the dirt is not worth doing and they are going to be doing something else.
Yeah.
And that one will go hang out with the rest of them.
Right. No, they all enjoy. There's nobody here who is not enjoying
So
the good.
yes, they went to strip clubs, but I think more than strip clubs happened. I believe that they were
Yeah.
all trying to impress each other.
Yeah.
Marcel brought his little young girl through. I
Mm-hmm.
believe I believe that there were linebackers there, but I don't think they were linebackers. They might have been very good looking women.
Right. Right. And
Ariane might have just thought she was the best looking
right.
of the women.
Right. I agree.
They did something. Another thing
And
that was said
mm-hmm.
was Maurice said, this
Mm-hmm.
time I took the picture. So I got the picture this time, so it's not going to get out. You follow what
And
I'm saying?
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
These are
Mm-hmm.
little codes because if it's nothing going down, nobody cares. If the only thing that's happening is men being out chilling, nobody cares about that.
In fact, in their confessionals, Maurice and Marcel said, the strip club is not their. What did they say?
It's not their favorite. I could see that Marcel would be the kind of Marcel don't look like the kind of man who wants to be surrounded by the kind of women that you could throw $20 at.
That doesn't mean
There's
that
a
he
lot
wasn't
that's wrong with
having
him, but I
doesn't mean he
know
was
his
not having
type.
a good. He was having a good time too.
He had a good time, but there's a way you have a good time, and he didn't have that good of a time. What the hell is this?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have that good of a time.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't wilding out. He wasn't acting like these women were the best women because he definitely is the kind of man who believes that he is better than $20 making him equal to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
He
Maurice, on
definitely
that,
believes that.
Maurice was enjoying though.
Yeah, Marceau likes a classy kind of woman.
Mm-hmm.
He likes a one, not that. So Tisha's not Wanda.
Mm.
You follow what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
likes a certain
Following
kind of
you.
woman with a
I'm
certain
following you.
level of principles, and that's
Mm-hmm.
why his dirt ain't
Right.
come out.
Right. Right. I
I'll give
agree.
it to him. I believe that about him. I also believe Maurice was having a grand old time because
Oh yeah.
Maurice is a meathead, so to speak.
What about Lou?
Lou enjoyed himself, I believe, but Lou was more reserved because Lou ain't with the shenanigans. His
Mm-hmm.
wife is smart, and Tiffany don't look like she really play games.
I don't think any
Like,
of these women play. Are you saying that the teacher would condone this
I'm
nonsense?
saying that Marceau can go home and be like, "Yeah, we was at the strip club,"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and she's not gonna say anything about it
Mm-hmm. So
because, quite honestly, for them to even be going back
Atlanta,
to Atlanta
yes,
right after it was such a big deal is
yes,
problematic.
that's what I'm saying. And then they decide to go. It's all guys. Like I
Yeah,
agree
it's
with Peter.
problematic. It's
If
meant to
it is
be
about wine,
problematic.
you should go
And
with the
I would
wine.
have had a problem with the level of problems that it was designed to be problematic.
Yes, like even if it's about wine, why don't you go with your women? I mean, women, we love wine. We'll be happy. Why do you
But
have to bring
only to
the
show up
women?
there and there be a bunch of women in the place.
Uh-huh. And they are acting very. Oh my gosh, we did
And
not know that.
Melanique,
Yes, you did.
apparently, Melanique
Who is Melanique?
is Martel's manager. It seems that there's a little
Ah, there she is.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it seemed like Martel put her in the friend zone. She ain't his type. She too big.
Yeah, I don't know what Melody was trying to insinuate.
Melody, Marceau said it himself. Not Marceau said it seemed to me that she was in the friend zone for a long time, waiting in the friend zone.
But wasn't she the one who was supposed to arrange? Was a wedding planner too?
Who knows? She was waiting in the friend zone. When you in the friend zone, you'll plan the wedding and
Hey,
you'll hope that
Demetra,
it
thank you
ends.
for being here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Demeter.
Mm-hmm. Listen,
So
it's a lot of messiness. Anything that these two are involved in, I mean, like at this point, I'm glad that they're getting along. But man, oh boy, came a long way.
um this is what I'll say.
Mm,
I'm not sure about, like, Marcel doesn't even drink.
yeah,
So the idea of him selling wine and telling people what a good wine tastes
that's
like
what I was.
baffles me.
You know,
And then the
he
games they
has
were
no clue.
playing and the women, like, it was just them
How are you
sitting
gonna start a
down,
project that you don't? I
50
mean,
women. There was too many women. Martel was wrong for not telling them that was what it was going to be because
right?
I believe
You're
that
already
even if
creating a narrative, and you also remember this is a mansion. You have beautiful women over here. It's even is
where are they sleeping?
where are they gonna? Are they gonna leave? When
Right,
the camera stop rolling, are they gonna leave? Don't fool us over here. I mean,
right.
come.
It was weird.
And just because you called your wife, immediately you landed. Everybody was on the phone talking to their wives. Oh, we just landed. We're just about to go. I don't know to start foolishness and shenanigans. I cannot. I can't. They,
Um,
you know, they know what they were doing. No, none of them over here is innocent. None. Zero. Maybe her.
okay.
She might be innocent.
I think. What about when they sit down and the
Oh
men try
Jesus!
to have a
Oh my
real
goodness!
conversation with Martel? And they were like, "Well,
Ah.
Martel, do you feel like you did anything wrong?" No.
Mhm. Did you
That's
did you
weird.
did you understand? Did you hear what Marcel was trying to explain?
That he was done wrong? Done wrong in what way?
Yes, and because he was also done wrong, and nobody has,
You
he
see,
doesn't
this is
feel
the
like.
thing. What is also done wrong? Because I need y'all to recalibrate your way of thinking and stop seeing it through the Scott eyes. The Scott men have a very skewed way of viewing things. And this
Mm-hmm,
is what I'm going to tell you.
mm-hmm,
If Martel leaves my marriage and he cheats on me, and we discuss it, and he says he's not going to do it again. And he does it again. And I leave the house. And while I'm out the house, I meet and I date other people. That's none of Martell's business. We are separated.
Mm-hmm.
And then if I find out that the same woman he was cheating with, he's still cheating with 5 years ago, and I have a problem with it, you
Mm-hmm.
bringing up anything I did as a result of you doing me dirty,
Mm-hmm.
we're balancing the playing field. I'm not doing you wrong. And then when I leave you and I'm trying to date and we're still married, and you're telling people, well, she's a married woman and she's dating, she's a woman you've cheated on and embarrassed in public.
It may not necessarily. I agree. I agree with what you're saying, but it might not necessarily be the cheating part of it, but also the things that he's been complaining about. The way you talk to me, you don't respect me, you
Let's
don't
try this
satisfy,
on for
you don't do
size.
those things. So it
Let's
doesn't
try
necessarily.
this on for size. If
Mhm.
you're cheating on me and I'm asking you to come home and you don't come home and you ain't got no builder's license, and when we get in front of people, you make people think you're the reason that we're successful, and I eat it a little bit when I get home, because when nobody understood that Mel was the one with the builder's license until they got divorced.
I don't think
Because
I don't,
whenever
before they got divorced, I don't think at any one point, I don't think Martel said that he was the reason why they were successful. I was seeing
he
them as
did,
a team,
when
actually.
okay, so let's try this on for size.
Mm-hmm.
When whatever his name, when Chris went to Melody and was like,
Mm-hmm.
would you like to do some of the residential places?
Mm-hmm.
Martell was like, why would he even ask you? As if she didn't have any qualifications for it to matter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Only to find out a few episodes later, she was more qualified than him.
I, to me, I think that it wasn't about him asking her. It is the way he went about it. You are friends
No,
with you should have gone to
Martell
the.
was trying to make it seem like, why would he
He
ask
can
you?
do
You
it.
don't even have no experience. And that's what he was doing for the camera, because that is a look that they agreed that he would have throughout this thing. Now, Martell wanted her to maintain the looks that they had, the happy marriage, the happy business, the happy this and the happy that. He wanted her to hold up her end of the bargain, and he wasn't holding up his. And all
Yeah.
he had to do was keep his penis in the house.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't even do that with a bad back.
Mm-hmm.
And he couldn't even do that during a pandemic. To the point where he was sleeping with this woman with no protection and then coming back into their house and being around their children where we don't know what she was doing.
Mm-hmm. I am
Because
not.
he could say that he had her under strict orders, and I would believe that. But
Mm-hmm.
nobody, like, I know she ain't going nowhere because this is my woman, even though I'm married. He could have said that. But the truth is, what happens when she gets mad at you because you can't leave your house with your wife? What's she doing then? She's putting us in danger.
All I'm saying is, it's not that Martel is innocent in this situation.
None of them are innocent, because it's a whole marriage that imploded. It takes two to make a thing go right.
And that's all I was saying. I was saying, you know what?
Well, let's
He
just say
is.
this to imply, when he sits with these men and they're like, "Are you ready to hold yourself accountable for what you
Mm-hmm.
did?"
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "I ain't do nothing."
Mm-hmm.
She has a black card.
Right.
A woman don't just come with a black card.
True.
And
That's true.
guess what? The way God is blessing her, God don't bless mess like that.
Mm. Well, are you saying that people who are uh, the only people who become successful are people who are good, and people? No. You
No,
can also be
not
evil,
people
and
who are good.
you can be doing
Not
good. Your business will
people
be.
who are good. People who follow God's word to the best of their ability.
I am not disagreeing with you, but then, but on the same token, doesn't mean that just because you're following God and God's teachings and all that doesn't mean that you're going to have bad times. Doesn't mean that business is not going to go down just because
Let's
somebody's
just try
succeeding
this on
over
for
here.
size. She had bad times.
No, don't equate. I'm no. You're not gonna
She
say
had bad times.
Melody's a God-fearing woman. That's why she's being blessed. And Letitia is or Martel is no. I disagree with that one.
Let's
No.
just try this on for size. They are
Yeah.
all God-fearing people. I don't look at them and say that they don't fear God, because
Mm-hmm.
they seem to be God-fearing people.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say is,
Mm-hmm.
When God was trying to push Martell to be a better husband,
Mm-hmm.
Martell went all the way left. He went full dumb mode. And God
Mm-hmm.
don't bless that. And it's not that God is not trying to bless him, but
Mm-hmm.
God humbles you. When God is trying to give you the greatness,
Mm-hmm.
and you think that your greatness comes because of you, God shows you what it really is.
Mm-hmm.
And that humble is what we watched him go through.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
maybe it's not just Mel being a God-fearing woman, but maybe watching her incline is a part of God humbling Martell to the point where you told this woman she couldn't do anything without you, and she's doing everything without you because she's standing on my word. Where you going to stand?
I am not gonna, I'm not gonna judge, say, she's not a God fearing woman, all that, but I'm not gonna equate her, come on,
Let
she's
me
hurt
tell
so
you, you
many.
want to know where I'm going to equate it? This is why where I'm going to equate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if you listen to what she's saying, because you see, she seems to put a bad taste in your mouth. But let's put it this way. When
Mm-hmm.
she tells the story, the way she tells the story, it resonates because that's how it happens. It happens when she's by herself and she's crying, and God says, don't cry no more. That's why they say when you're in a relationship with a woman and she stopped bickering with you, be prepared for her to leave. Because when God says, I'm not going to have you cry no more, when you take your tears to God, watch what happens.
I understand
When
that.
God says, when she said, God said go, everybody be like, oh, she says God said go, but she got her breast out. God said go and put your breast out because I made your body look good. And I gave you the money to put your body the way you want it. God
Hey!
said go. Because Adam and Eve weren't originally fully dressed either.
Goody. Did you just say that, Goody?
God said go. Adam and Eve wasn't fully dressed in the Garden of Eden.
Gosh, I cannot be.
God said go.
So
Don't
then he
worry
put.
about her cleavage. When she told that story about how she went and she was crying, I know that story. I've had that story. And when you listen to God in your darkest moment, when you're in the valley and you cry out to God with
Mm-hmm.
real tears, and God
Mm-hmm.
reaches down and tells you, don't cry no more, put it in my hands. And you put it in his hands, you watch what happens. Now,
I understand. I'm not. And then you start putting your boobs out.
why not? He gave them to her. Wait till you see my boobs this weekend.
I don't know about that either. I don't think so.
I feel you, Jeremy, but what I do know for sure is the
Mm.
story she
What?
told is a story that if you read, when people
Goody.
cry out to God and God
I
responds,
am
she
not
don't gotta
disagreeing.
be
Don't
innocent
do that.
because
I
none of
am
us are
saying
innocent.
I am not disagreeing with that part, but don't equate that to her showing off her boobies and saying that
What
God
I'm
doesn't.
saying is she could show her breast, they're her breast. Like what
Yeah,
I'm
but then don't
saying
bring,
is don't
but don't,
use her showing her. People use her showing her breast to
but don't
discount
bring God
her
into the situation
godliness.
though. Don't bring God in the situation. This is her
What do you
decision.
mean don't bring God
Don't.
in the situation? God made her breast, and this weekend my breast gonna be out. And guess what? God made those too.
Oh, Jesus, I cannot, Jesus. Mm.
What
But
I'll
those
say
are
about
the
that, Jeremy,
listen.
my words are.
I am disagreeing with
I'm
that
not.
preaching and that teaching. Absolutely not.
Those are God. Let me tell you what God's words are. Stand
Mm-mm.
on my
You
promise.
cannot say that. You cannot say that. Oh,
Stand
now
on my promise. I don't understand how
no.
her
And why
having
do you equate?
cleavage out becomes a part of the discussion when talking about her godliness. Because I have been on a panel with one of the Scots whereby he was like, if she's so God fearing, why her breast be out? Don't worry about that.
That's not what I'm talking about. I am saying you cannot say that God said go and God doesn't have, and also God doesn't have an issue. I'm not saying
I
that.
said that I
God,
was being
I
tongue
don't
in
know,
cheek. That was
huh?
me being tongue. That's me being tongue in cheek. What I was trying to say is, regardless of how she dressed, the actions are speaking for
I
themselves.
am.
And when
Yeah,
God had to humble Martell because for whatever reason,
I don't.
the way he was carrying himself. Well, you know what? The story speaks for itself. We watched it. He got humbled.
I listen. I don't know. I don't know about. I don't want to bring God into this situation about their marriage and all that.
Well,
I
I
don't.
mean, when you want to bring God into other situations about marriage, that's exactly where God belongs, in marriage, because you stand before Him and say you're going to do what you said you was going to do. I'm not going to remove God from marriage, because when you remove God from marriage and you don't stand on His promise and follow His word, what happens?
I am saying I agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying I'm not gonna have bring God into Melody and Mattel situation and say, and I'm
You
saying
don't know what
and
God
saying
promote a person.
and come over
Jeremy,
here
this is
and
what
say,
I will tell you, Mr. Jeremy Speaks. You
mm,
don't know what God promotes an individual person to do on their path.
what?
Strippers need God and love God too, and they show their whole entire body. So that could be her war. And this weekend it will be mine. And God will bless it all. Yep. But we talking about Martell. He
Yeah, but
got
then
this
so
business.
we are
He's
saying
selling this business.
Mhm.
He don't drink wine, but all of a sudden he's drinking wine. What we know is he don't drink wine because he never drank before. But this year he drinking wine for his grandmother.
I am telling you. Yeah. And that's another thing that a good point that you raised over there, because I'm wondering if like Melody is promoting a skincare product, whatever she's
Yes.
doing. She's using it. She has been using it. She's telling us advantages of it. Now you over here selling wine that you don't drink. Okay, you don't drink. You are supposed to
But
go.
I believe that he's following the Marceau and Tisha template.
He could also be following the ex-wife's template too, about she has products, she's selling out products and t-shirts of "Let God Say
And
Go," like you are
Kimmy and
saying.
Tisha spoke to that. Kimmy and Tisha was like, "What is this? He don't really drink wine. He don't cook.
He
What's
doesn't
going
cook.
on here? Not enough to have a cookbook.
Oh no, he used to cook. No, he used to make, like, even when
He
they were
has a
together.
cookbook. Tisha and Kimmy would know better than you and I.
I
And they
agree.
say he got a
Hmm.
cookbook and he don't cook. And on Mother's Day, he was cooking, but he said his ex cooked better than he did.
Mm, I miss that.
No, because
But
that's when Ariane was ready to lose her damn mind. That's the beginning of them having rocky times.
mm,
So what
mm,
else happened in this episode? I don't like what he did to the men. I thought it was not right.
him introducing the women and all that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't, because regardless to what the men are going to do,
Mm-hmm.
when you go into a situation that was already caustic because of what happened last time, you
Mm-hmm.
have to be fully transparent.
Yeah, that this is what is going to
You have to
happen.
be fully
Let them be
transparent.
aware. Let them share that information with their wives prior to you
Right. You
going.
have to allow them to share this
Don't come
information
to
because if
ambush
you
them.
don't,
Yes.
and they're
Mm-hmm.
telling their spouses after the fact, now
Mm-hmm.
it looks fishy. Now it's
Yeah.
suspicious.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
don't have the right to put
Mm-hmm.
my relationship in
Mm-hmm.
peril. You just don't have that right.
Right.
So I didn't like that. But the fellas seem to be okay with it.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Um,
what they? Well, until they get home and they start catching heat from their wives, and then
and
it's
I
gonna be.
mean, I don't think Kimmy's gonna persecute Maurice, and I don't think Tisha's gonna persecute Marceau. But I think Tiffany's gonna be like, "Oh, word, that's what was going on." Say
Mhm.
more, because the reality is he's not trustworthy,
None of
and
them
we
are.
sent him, but they aren't, because the truth is,
None of them
if
are.
you saw Kimmy's interview with the old ladies first panel, what
Mm-hmm.
Kimmy says is when she first met Maurice, she didn't want anything to do with Maurice because Maurice was out there. And Maurice was the person that they were like, if you have your husband, don't let him hang out with Maurice because Maurice is a wild boy.
Mm.
Well, it was
Well,
Maurice that was the wild boy.
yeah, but then he settles down, at some point. I mean, that's the stages in life
I
that you
mean,
go.
he had just been divorced, so now he has a
Mm-hmm.
lot of, he's letting it out. But
Right.
he was the one that you didn't want your husband to be around. So
Mm,
now it's Martell,
now it's
because
Mattel. Yeah.
Martell is newly divorced, and
Mm-hmm.
newly divorced comes with this
Well,
desire to explore, to pronounce your freedom.
Now, to be
And
honest,
then
it doesn't matter whether Mateo is married or not. He's still bad influence. It doesn't matter.
correct.
It
Um,
doesn't matter. Oh boy.
and I don't think initially he's still bad influence, but I think when he gets to the point where people are calling him the bad influence, he will do things to show that it's not just him.
Yeah.
He
Mm-hmm.
will put them in compromising positions to show that it's not just him.
Mm-hmm.
So, they go to the strip club. Okay. They do
Mm-hmm.
the commercials at the table.
Right.
The manager with her whole thigh from her
Yes.
torso, from
I
her middle
did
section
not
all
know
the
that.
way down to the bottom of the ground. And
I
that
actually
same
thought
damn Gucci belt. She wear that Gucci belt with everything.
that she was one part of the girls. I did not notice until as, oh my god, that's her. Oh yeah, she was. It wasn't that the time you were saying. No, it wasn't that. It was when they met.
No,
Prior
because
to
the
the
Gucci belt was upside down. I
upside
guess
down.
she's trying to make us think it's a different Gucci belt by wearing it inside out, upside down, and right side. But it was bad.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was entertaining, don't you think? I like the episode. I'm looking forward. I don't want this show to end.
I don't
I
want it to end either, but we have to see what the end of the the next part of the season brings.
mm-hmm.
Because
You also
as
have to
much as
remember.
I don't mind the show being on,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I care about Black excellence.
Okay.
And I feel the longer we see them, the more we get to watch them tarnish their brands a bit.
Because people want
Depending,
drama, right?
right, depending on the circumstance. Like
Hey,
I don't think, hey, kiss my cheeks. Um I don't think going down to Bessemer or whatever. I don't
mm-hmm.
think going down there was a good look. I think that tarnishes. It was a bad look. It was not my favorite episode, because it was cringy. Just watching her family and the way they sprung it on us with that, it was kind of like we don't know these people, and all of a sudden we know all their business. Oh, she pregnant. Oh, he just left his wife and he's sleeping on what is it? And he need Wanda school truck. Like all of this was too much for people that it was too much.
Like too much to be introduced at one go. Like they would
Yeah,
have.
at one time
But
it was too damn ghetto for us to just see just like that.
Miss Wanda, what were we expecting in Bernard?
Yeah, but everybody who think that they deserve a show doesn't understand what comes with it.
So you're not gonna.
We deserve a show. Okay.
I'll
And you
watch
get a
them.
show. Yeah, I've seen like I've had friends get shows and go on shows, and when they finish with the show, they have to rebuild their brand. I've
Because
had
of
friends on Love and Hip Hop, and it didn't go well for them. I've
But
had friends on.
you have also had people like Cardi B who was introduced to Love and Hip Hop, and look at her now. Okay.
Because she came in, you'll never really be able to tarnish Cardi B's brand because her brand, she came in,
was that
it's authenticity. So whatever she's feeling, however she's showing, however she presents, she's like, I'm gonna be me. And if you like it, you like it. And if you don't like it, I'm gonna curse you out. And then I'm gonna curse you out. I'm gonna leave social media for 5 minutes. Y'all gonna beg for me to come back. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna make money.
But isn't this what happens, especially in these reality TVs? Like, even Real Housewives of Atlanta, when it started, it was fun and all that. And then they started fighting and fighting and fighting and fighting. And it becomes draining even for a viewer, right?
Right. So, I don't like with this, like we saw that there was a fisticuffs, or we saw that there was drama between the Scotts and the Holts.
Yes, it has been continued even now when if they are still filming, right? The part 2. Yeah.
That's no good for me to watch. I don't enjoy that.
Well, but again, why are you not watching Melody and Motel fight all the time?
I wasn't enjoying that either.
Okay.
It's not good to watch. And they were beautiful. Those are beautiful people. Like when you look at them, you're like, oh my God, that was a beautiful family. Those are beautiful kids. Even when, like, I actually think Marcel was hot. People talk a lot about him. I think
Yes,
he's
he
a
is.
good-looking man. I
Mhm,
get it, Tisha. Um,
mhm,
these are beautiful people. I don't want to see these families,
mm.
you know, go. I
Yeah.
don't want to watch
Show us.
them melt, dissolve.
So, so what you're saying is show us about their business side, right? Show us
And
those
I
clients
don't even know
you're
that they
helping
can
to.
show us their business side. I think it's gotten to the point where if you was going to show us the business, you should have showed us the business. We
Mm,
should have seen the business
mhm,
because I think the community benefits from seeing how Black people could be successful in real estate and especially real estate development.
mhm.
Because if they were showing us the right things insofar as real estate development, a lot of us who are in communities that are becoming gentrified would have an idea of where to start
Yes.
to try to
Mhm,
make sure we can maintain our footing within the community.
mhm, mhm.
I'm gonna maintain my footing because I'm gonna always buy my property. Just to
Right.
be clear, you're not gonna raise rent on me because I'm gonna
Mhm.
own what I own.
Right.
That's me personally, and that's how it's been. My immigration story turned into
Mhm,
my family saying we came here as people who own things, but now
mhm,
we're gonna own them in the United States.
mhm,
That's my story. But everybody's not on that same page. And that
mhm.
this might have went along a better way towards everybody getting on that same page. Honestly, even if Martell could have put what he knew, because Mel put what she knew into a course,
Mhm.
right? And she sells the course to people, and the people are successful. And that's one, like her first business that she had when she left Martell was related to real estate, the real estate component. So there
Right.
are people who know they can go to her for real estate advice, but
Yes.
from a
But
different
now
perspective. I think
she's everywhere.
from the inspector perspective.
Right. But now she's everywhere. She's doing everything.
Yes,
Multiple
but she
sources of income.
cemented she buttered the bread that fed her, and then she put other bread in the oven.
Mhm.
And if
Do
it
you
works, it
think
works. But if it does
he's
not
my
work, we can go back.
he's my chick is asking, do you think it's too late for them to go back to showing the business? I don't think it's never too late.
I
I
don't
think
think it's
it
too late
depends
for them
on
to
how they huh?
reprogram, but it's not a lot of us that are asking for that. There will be more people who want to see the drama
The
than people
drama.
who want to see the benefits to the
That
community from us
mhm.
seeing successful Black people. Even with Love Match Atlanta, right? We're watching something that, like, by and large, as Black folks, we don't think about going to a matchmaker, but we're watching matchmakers and we're watching them have success putting successful Black people together to see where it goes.
I agree, but that
Right?
show,
There's
I
a
don't think
way
people
to show us that, have
right.
it be spicy,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
right?
But
And
but
if
look,
go ahead.
but see, I agree with you. But now it's not as I don't think it's a successful show, right? I don't. That's why they keep pushing it. The time
The
slot. They
time
keep saying
I wonder
people are
about the
not.
time and them pushing it. So you're right, but this is what I will offer.
Mm,
If Marceau and Tisha truly wanted a spin-off show, that
mm-hmm.
spin-off show could be the show that they actually wanted about their business, that showed their day-to-day.
Mm-hmm.
Because OWN does have some home improvement
Mm-hmm. The
real
flipping.
estate
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could have pitched that to Carlos.
But
Don't
isn't
pitch
that what
us
they
the
did?
Wanda food truck.
Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You
Uh-huh.
follow what I'm saying? Pitch us
Right.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch us, because okay, Tisha got all this expertise. Show us how she uses it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey
Mm-hmm.
Sheila,
Hey,
show us
Sheila.
how she uses it. Pitch us that.
Mm-hmm.
I tune in.
Right. But we are in the minority though, right?
Pitch us
Fortunately.
Maurice, because I believe that a lot of Maurice, we make fun of Maurice and his degree, but the reality is, I'm sure it's real estate law.
Isn't he the one who works with the credit score,
He
improving
does,
credit score?
but the credit restoration is a key component of real estate law.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I can help you fix your credit, then we could get you into a home.
Right. That's and those are the things that you're gonna help people who look like us. Those are the things that you can do to the community. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Yes,
fighting over there,
let's look at
trying to look
Ladies Who
for
List. Was that Ladies Who List Tampa? Is that what
yes,
we were watching? They were
yes,
showing us, they had their drama, but they were
yes, but they
literally
still
showing us.
That's what I'm saying. They
They were
still show
showing
that.
us, yo,
Yeah.
get your real estate license. After having that for a while, you can become a broker.
Yes.
And this is what a broker can do.
Mm-hmm.
And they were showing us real estate lawyers. Yes, I'm a real estate lawyer, but this is my history and this is
Mm-hmm.
what made me do law. But
I
on top
agree.
of the fact that I do law, my family and I are looking into building this development. It's
Right.
possible to do it and still have some drama.
I agree. I agree. Just like, selling Tampa, selling not Tampa, yeah, not yeah, even selling Tampa had their own drama. Selling, but what is it called? Is it Sunshine?
Selling Sunset.
Sunset, yeah. They still have drama. I mean, but then when you have so many women working
Even
together for
below deck, honestly, below deck
below deck,
shows us how you could charter a boat. How does this boat run? They show us people busting their ass. They be killing themselves on those boats. They show us the whole process, and then there's drama within it. They could
I
have
think
showed us that more.
it's a narrative. It's a narrative that we all gonna be tuning in because of drama. All right, and so then we are so focused, and we like this is all we want to see. But I agree with what you're saying. Like, if they just showed us those some of the things that we are mentioning over here, people will still be tuning in because these are beautiful black couples,
They're
black
gorgeous.
families that we don't get to see on the screens, often, right? So
And you know what? There's another component where for me, I believe that the people who would tune in for common sense in business,
mhm.
you could show different kind of advertising and they might be of the income level to certain, because you have your show and you have the advertising attached to the show,
Right, right.
right? As
Mhm.
an example, let me give you this as an example.
Mhm.
um Drake just dropped the album and it was dance music.
Mhm.
Beyonce just dropped a song and that was dance music. So
Mhm.
people are like, oh, they're gonna lose their demo. What are they
Yes.
gonna gain? House music is loved. Dance music is loved by a certain demographic, and that
Mhm.
demographic has money to buy expensive tickets
Mhm.
to
Mhm.
concerts. And when they're in the concert, they're not worried about punching each other in the face. They're gonna
Mhm.
come to the concert, drink their expensive liquor, might be some champagne, might be some craft beer.
Right, right,
They're gonna
right.
spend their money for their experience.
But Goody, those are accomplished people that you're trying to equate to this situation. Remember,
What I'm equating, no, I'm not
production.
equating. Go ahead. What I'm
And
saying is,
I was gonna say that that Scots or these other guys would want to show us whatever we are saying, right? But then look at the production. Production be telling us, give us, go over there now. No, this is not how it's. We learn from Ready to Love. You know how much production
yeah, but
does.
you see, you see, production, these people are out of touch with what Black people truly want to see. We want to see success because we are ready to embrace success. We want to
Mm-hmm.
see people making money so that we can see it's possible. And once we see it's possible, we're gonna go out there and make money. And once we
Mm-hmm.
see it's possible and we making money, when you
Mm-hmm.
put your ad dollars and you start putting out Lincoln Continental things, I want a Lincoln Continental. I want a G Wagon.
I
And I'm
agree.
gonna do what I have to get the G Wagon. But
I
if you
agree.
keep catering to the people who
Mm-hmm.
listening to drill music, I don't even know who they're catering to right now.
Right, right. I agree because listen, when this show was introduced to us, my gosh, that was what I was expecting from the show and the comeback group, and I was saying, oh my gosh, look at this black.
That if y'all want to be mad at some Mel for something, be mad at Mel for that comeback group because she was mad at Martell. I think she was suspecting that everybody knew he was doing her dirty and she didn't want to deal with them. And she was like, F this group. Don't tell me nothing about this group.
And
F
then from
y'all,
there,
and I'm
it
going
went
about my
downhill,
business. And everything
downhill
went
from
down.
there.
So if you could be mad at Mel for that, because she definitely didn't want to. She was like,
Mm-hmm.
these ain't the people for me to be going into business with. Because they
Mm-hmm.
done sat up there and watched this man cheat on me and everybody smiled. Everybody knew but me.
Mm, they all knew. She knew too. I mean, what are you talking about?
She didn't know that they was going out and hanging out with the woman. If she
Oh,
knew that, she wouldn't have called Marceau when she was really out at her wits end.
the man, you mean? Okay.
She would not have called Marceau. If she knew that he knew, she wouldn't have called him. And how dare you know something of this nature? I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
telling
what
you
that's
to
what
tell
men do.
me.
They protect. They protect each other,
I'm
you
not
know.
telling you to tell me, but I'm telling you to tell him that that's not a good look.
Right, right.
And if he insists that it's a good look, I'm telling you to tell him it's a good look for you to do over there. Don't do that around me.
Gosh, I know. I hear you. I mean but again, that's what we were expecting. We're expecting, Alabama, Huntsville. They're showing us, the minorities and businesses going on. Like, look at Destiny, the first black woman to have a hair. What is it called? Her business.
Madani.
She's the first one to have that kind of a business over there as a black woman. Some of they are doing good things, but we don't
But
get to
show
see.
us how you're
So
struggling with
all we
keeping
are
your
concerned,
store open. Show
instead
us
of
that.
instead of sharing that about Destiny, we are over here talking about her and a bill that
PPP
you
loan.
utility bill that you found in her. Come on, man! Like, come on, we can do better
I'm
than
not
this.
gonna be mad. I'm not gonna be mad at that. I thought it was lowbrow. It was lowbrow. But I'm not mad because they all decided to take the clubs off and they're all lowbrow now. They're all lowbrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be mad. If y'all decided y'all was gonna do mud fight, go ahead and fight in the mud. I'm not gonna watch as closely for the mud fight.
Listen, this reunion is gonna be good for sure. This
Maybe.
reunion is gonna. If they are fighting on the streets like this, I cannot just wait to see the reunion. I just don't want them to fight though. Don't fight, don't fight. But just give us everything we need. All right. Don't bring her to the reunion though. Don't do that to us. Don't bring her because
I just don't understand what
it's
this
gonna
was.
go if you
I think
bring kind
I
of
think
issue.
Wanda is always trying to push the envelope because she likes to see how many people watched her videos, and she think I don't know if she understands everybody's laughing at her.
Mm.
I don't think she gets it.
But I don't think everybody is laughing at her. I think people are getting
I think
entertained. But it's
95%
a
of
lot
the
of
people are
foolishness.
laughing at her. I think it's 95 because you're not saying that you want to be around Wanda. You're saying she's entertaining. That's
Yes.
because you're enjoying her shenanigans.
Mm,
But she couldn't
no.
bring them to your house.
No. As you can see over there, we can get to watch her
Correct.
over.
And
Right.
if I would prefer you stay over there, you ain't my kind of folk. And if you ain't my kind of folk, don't think when I pull up to the live that I'm pulling up to the live because I want to see you. I'm ready to
But
laugh like anybody else. I love
but isn't
I
that
love
it,
watching.
but isn't that what they go by? That's what they go by. Like if she did a live, like her live she was doing, everybody was over there. That's why she's showing people everything, all right? Okay, you come over here and you do a live that is boring. Nobody's gonna be tuning in. So then she's looking and monitoring those numbers, and she
You
thinks,
know
"Oh
what?
my
She could show us a live of her going to a speech therapist. A live of us show us a live where you learning how to read.
well, she needed
Show
you
us a
guys
live of you in the
go deep."
library. I'm down to the library, y'all. Show us your Eliza Doolittle. The rain in Spain stays
Goody
mainly
is
on the
heady.
plain. How you like that, Marto? The rain in Spain stays mainly on the plain.
Oh Lord Jesus. Kiki, you scared me. I was like, oh my gosh, Kiki, what the heck?
What was her purpose?
I actually thought that somebody has had Miss Wanda's phone. I was like, who is this person? And I did not see her when they went to, that episode of her last week, the other time. She wasn't on the show. I never
She
got to
wasn't.
see.
She
Huh?
wasn't there. She
She
wasn't
wasn't
there.
there. So she's
And
doing
she's
her,
coming for her 5 minutes of fame too.
she was checking people. She's you don't have, and because
You
people are
think I
coming for
care? You
me.
gonna do my hair for me? Okay.
She wasn't shy about anything. I was like, okay, jeez. And her makeup.
Did we cover everything on this episode? Did we cover the episode in whole?
Yeah, because then we see them coming back from Atlanta, and then they're gonna be talking to the wives, and the wives are gonna
kiss my cheeks. They're gonna have a reunion.
Mm-hmm.
What I do believe is they respect Carlos enough to show up when they have to show up.
Yes, and I think they're gonna have. Of course, they're gonna have they have to have a reunion. Why not? There's no COVID, and they did a reunion last time, so I don't see why they shouldn't have a reunion this time around. So they should have a reunion. Don't you think, Goody?
They will. They most definitely will.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully
Mhm.
Carlos does it again because he did a really good job last time.
He did. He did. Do you have anything that you'd want to mention about Love and Marriage DC? Because I have nothing about them. I mean, like, I feel like I don't know. Is
I
there
enjoyed
anything
the
that?
episode. I cried
Mhm.
through the episode. Um, I told Jamie, I don't know if you heard, I was like, I left your relationship. The relationship that you have, I left it.
You loved it?
I left. I was in a
Oh.
relationship with a man very similar to him. All the men that I have
Hmm.
loved are this rigid, kind of cold.
Was he receptive?
Well, the truth is, I left, but I left because what he was open to, even going to that salt mine and even having those discussions with the woman, I couldn't get my ex
Okay.
fiance to do.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
told him I left. I left that kind of relationship,
Okay.
but you know, kudos for you good
Hmm.
to even because they wouldn't even go. And thus,
Right.
when I'm trying to get to the core of something and you're not trying to get to the core with me, I have a
Mhm.
decision to make.
Right. 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 I agree. Hmm. Hmm.
So I like the episode. The intuitive coach they had,
Hmm.
she hit on some things and she was very authentic. And I love that she wasn't. A lot of times you watch shows and the intuitive people make it a whole bunch of woo 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 and I gotta do
Hmm.
this
Which
and
is here. Yeah. Right.
it's not all of that. It's just I am a part of my life path is to help you on yours.
Hmm.
And I don't have to dress up and do this, that, or the third in order to do it.
Hmm.
And she showed up and she did what she was supposed to do.
Hmm.
And she hit on some things that I think I loved that whole session in that salt cave
For
because
all of them. Yeah.
this is the kind of interaction that I feel like when like Ashley and Quick, where she
Yes.
said they didn't really have married friends. I think this is building a bridge toward having a marriage community.
Right. Which is key. Which is key
This
and it's
is very
important.
important.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, what
Hmm.
she kept saying, I know I'm on it. I know I'm on it.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. She was authentic.
And Jamie was very receptive to what she
Yes.
had to say.
Yeah, and then that's a nice follow-up question. I would want to know if they have, if she has, if is that her name? Ariana?
Irena,
Whether
Irena.
she's seen any improvement coming from, you know, that situation,
It's not
after the,
gonna be quick. She's not gonna see the
it's,
improvement
well,
quick.
but this
I think the
happened,
season is going to give them the improvement maybe.
and then when you,
When he confirmed he is a law enforcement professional,
hmm,
his disposition is going to be very much like a military
yes,
professional. He's
yeah,
going to be strict, he's going to be rigid, he's going to try to lead the whole team to success,
hmm,
and they're going to push back, and he's going to be
I
like,
love them.
he's not used to push back. He's not used
That's
to push back
right,
because
right,
professionally,
yeah,
nobody pushes back.
right,
But when they're pushing back at home, he's like, wait, what is this?
yes, hmm.
And they have to,
This is new to him, right?
but it's not though, because they're checking him. His
Mm-hmm,
daughter, she's not his biological, but she might as well be. She's
mm-hmm,
checking him like,
mm-hmm.
and when he's like, "Who's gonna check me?" She's like, "I'm gonna
Well,
check you."
it is new in the sense that she wasn't checking him before, right? This is a new
No,
conversation that she.
they always check him. It's new that because we're seeing it.
It sounded to me. It sounded to me like this is not something that they have been doing. They have been
No,
complaining.
they
He hasn't.
do it.
He has not been hearing them, and now it looks like,
They
oh, now
do it,
I'm
and he
hearing.
doesn't hear, and he doesn't listen.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. That
And
they
now
can be
they're
saying
doing
all
it
they
in
want
front
to
of
say.
cameras, and he can't deny it because this is the
Mm-hmm,
thing. If they're
mm-hmm,
doing it at home
mm-hmm,
and he's not listening, and they were
mm-hmm,
like, we don't even want to deal with him right now. So
mm-hmm.
whatever, they just let it die out. But if
Yeah.
they're doing it on camera, even before we see it, the producers are like, dude,
Mm-hmm,
this is what your son is trying to say. Because
mm-hmm,
what we know from having seen how the producers engaged with Chris
mm-hmm.
and Monique when they were
Right,
arguing,
right,
we know
right.
that the producers aren't just some jerks. The producers are
Mm-hmm.
going to come in and say, hey, I think this is what she was trying to say. And if
Mhm.
you feel this way,
That
do
yeah,
this
I think
to me.
there's some producers from Love and Marriage DC. They are not the same as Ready to Love. Ready to
No,
Love.
I think every
My
show I think
God,
has their
forget
own
about them.
production house
Right, right, but
because
yeah,
it takes a lot to produce these. It takes a lot of
yeah,
time to produce these
hmm
shows.
yeah. It's like they become like part of the family. Yeah.
There's no way that the producers could be doing this and then also doing Ready to Love because they're filming simultaneously. Ain't no way.
Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is
And then with Love Match Atlanta, um,
yes.
did you watch
Ming
it?
is being messy. Ming is
Ming
being messy.
is messy.
Why is Ming bringing? The Shay is already in love.
So
Well,
wait, what did he tell her not to tell about?
yeah, like she said that don't tell anybody that he was trying to DM her, right? She sent some DMs,
Oh, you know what I think was happening? Okay.
but
So
that
this
was
relationship
prior.
is new.
Yes, this
So what
happened.
he's saying is don't go telling her I tried to holler at you before I was dealing with her.
It, and it happens all the time. But then she over here talking about it, and she's not ready to talk about her husband, though. You know what I mean? Tell us
Because
about your
it's easier to
husband.
point your fingers externally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
thought that was messy, but I like his interaction with Shay.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Yes. Yes,
that.
I loved it.
I
And,
love so Shay, and it makes sense to me when she did
mhm.
the Reiki healing on the
All of you,
woman.
that's Shay. If you haven't been watching, you guys have to watch this show. That's Shay. Go ahead.
When she did the Reiki healing,
Yes.
I thought
Yes.
that was beautiful
Oh, she was
because when
emotional.
you are able to touch a person and they end up
I
crying,
like the way she does with her clients. She's not just
yes,
like she's cute over
she
here.
doesn't just
She's
have
not like
clients; she
that.
has people she
Yeah.
cares about.
She's investing in them. She's saying, she's doing all these things. It becomes personal for her. But this dude over here, him and the girl, oh my gosh. Jesus.
I
Mm,
think I I can see what Paris is a bit young, but I can
mm-hmm.
see where she's going or what she's trying to aim for.
Mm.
Um, he's hard-headed and does not listen. And he's
He-
a Capricorn workaholic. I get
he-
it.
oh my gosh. Every time. Every
I
time.
get it.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
what I thought was interesting is when he was telling her that he was working, she had to respect that he was working.
Mm-hmm.
However, when she was in the middle of pitching the business, he
Mm-hmm.
wanted attention, and it seemed like he saw Shay with her boo, and he wanted to show. It felt like he wanted to be
When
kind
she
of
was
doing the same
when
energy as
right
Shay.
when he came to pick her up. Yes, yes.
You are right, Donna D. She didn't have to say no right now. Not right
Mm-hmm.
now. She could have said,
Mm-hmm.
"Excuse me, ladies, give me a second." She could have went
Yes.
over to him and said,
Right.
"Hey, I'm in the middle of these women are
Mm-hmm.
like 5 seconds
Mm-hmm.
away from signing up. I will come
Mm-hmm.
right back to you."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But what she was
Mm-hmm.
doing was being tit for tat
Yes.
because she was going to embarrass him because she knows that embarrassment is the way to get his goat.
Mm.
Him
Mm.
ignoring her when she wanted quality time is the way to get her goat.
Right.
She knows
Right.
which button to push and she pushed it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it
Mm-hmm.
was terrible because you give these people something to say. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if these two are ready to be married
Oh, of course not. Are you kidding? Of course not.
because
Of
he
course.
thinks it's funny to play a game with her while she's very serious about the fact that she needs him to spend quality time with
Quality
her.
time. If it's business, it's business. Let's do business. But then when it is quality time,
She's
let's
crying out for quality
right.
time and
Right.
playing with her because you have the rings.
Mm. And that's what I was gonna say. Just because you have the ring now, there's no that's it. I mean, you know. So do you think
You're
she's
right.
gonna
You
be?
might play yourself out of we didn't see her.
We did not know, but she has somebody for her, right?
Right. I think that the last episode, the her and the guy got along famously. He had
Yes,
tattoos. They
yes.
already slept with each other.
Oh my God, she did. Yeah, they did. She has a whole lot of. Oh my God, she's something else.
I swear I don't like her in this red lipstick as much as I like her in the brown ombre.
Which one? The one that she's
The
in?
one that's to the left with the red
Yeah.
on,
Yes.
the red shirt,
Yes. Yes.
beautiful.
Oh no, I love both. Oh my,
No,
and I love
the
the
other
earring.
one is interesting, right? Like it's
Mm.
definitely gonna make you look at her.
Yeah.
She has swag out the door. But
She does.
that one with the red shirt is like,
Mhm.
yo, she's gonna catch attention anyway. But it's like,
Yeah.
wow.
So, what do you think about the duo and them saying, the boyfriend saying, I'm not coming to Atlanta. I'm not coming
I
to Atlanta.
think that they're gonna have some things to work on. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think she's gonna let her dude go. I think
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna have to just figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Isn't?
She's
Do you
probably
think?
gonna have some days where she works remotely.
Yeah. Do you
She's
think she's
gonna have to
having the
work.
same issue? The same issue with Ming, because Ming is also saying, my husband wants me to settle. I mean, to slow down now, but the business is picking up
No, the
now.
husband. I think her husband wants to like be international, and she's like, I can't be international. I have to be in Atlanta.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why? You don't think that they have a home? I mean, the guy is at home in Atlanta?
He's at home, but he wants to travel. He's
Ah,
retired.
okay.
And
Okay.
he's
So what you're saying.
retired and he wants to go on a yacht and travel. And she's like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, I have a whole wedding business I just opened. I
Right.
need to
She
be
has.
there.
Yes. Yes.
I do like that she matched the woman who was now planning the wedding. I thought
Yes.
that's a
That's
great
a good
way for the
move.
business
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
to work out.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But it also looks like they haven't settled their issues with Shay.
Okay.
You haven't, yeah.
My problem with her is
With
she
who?
doesn't understand everybody's not trying to pay $100,000 just for romance.
Okay.
And
Yes.
she wants to be upper echelon. And I also believe that she has a level of misery moving within her because of where her marriage is.
She's hurting. Yeah.
Because
Mm-hmm.
it's absolutely not necessary for her
Be checking Shay like that
to
because
be
they
this
have,
way.
right. Right. Because they are dealing with two different clients, classes of clients, right?
There's
She.
that, and then there's why are you giving your card out at these the middle
ex-
class people? They
Excuse
can't
me.
afford you.
They cannot afford you. Exactly. You know. But that was another good episode that I
I
enjoyed.
thought it was a great episode.
It was. And that is
I
what you're
like
trying
that
to
Shay
say.
and Paris came to an agreement.
Yes.
I thought that was beautiful. I
Mm-hmm.
think that dude Joseph is just too sassy for me. He threw a
Joseph.
fit and
Yeah.
he threw a tantrum and then he left. She did not need to embarrass him. But what a man does, a man is gonna say, okay, babe, but as soon as she step away from that table, let me tell you
Mm-hmm.
something, beloved. You don't gotta embarrass me. What was that about? At which
Right.
point they probably would have had the discussion that she wanted to have all the time.
Right. I don't know. Every time I look at this picture, she reminds me of Dr. Heavenly from
It's
what
because
is
of
it?
her mouth.
I think so.
I do like her though. I like her. She doesn't back down. She's not letting him run all over him. He's trying.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was trying to look for John. What's his name? Him. Joseph on social media. I think he's not on social media. He cloosed his account or something. I don't know. I couldn't find him. I don't know what's happening.
I think this is rough. Again, everybody who thinks they
right.
want a reality show.
Yes. It wasn't expecting this,
He thought because everyone thinks they're dope. Everyone thinks they're amazing.
What about the gay guy? I like him.
I dig him. He was like, look, it's my anniversary. We only coming here to be here for an hour and then we're going to do what we're going to do.
They are good friends. They are good friends with Shay. I always watch them when they go live. Like they are always doing a review of the episode.
I think that's dope. I think that's amazing.
Yes, it is. It is.
I like the show. I do like the show. Don't know why they keep messing with the time, but
I know. Oh, maybe this time it's just because they were having a special show about Judge. No, yeah.
Oh, they did because the Judge Mathis. That's going to be a mess.
I think So I think they were just having that,
I,
and then
I want to see if Judge Mathis called people in his house a crackhead. You do
that
it,
is
crack?
another. I liked it. Did you watch it?
No, they did the whole. They showed the whole show.
Yeah, and not the whole show. They did three
A
episodes.
first look.
I think episodes because it's on the E. It's on E, but now they were doing it on Bravo. But it was fun. I loved it. I loved it. He
He's a
has a
mess.
beautiful family. Now I'm not checking for the last one. The last one is messy. The last one meets somebody in Sweden, a girl in Sweden. It was during COVID. You get to meet the person for only I don't know how many days. You propose, then and COVID hits, and you realize, oh my gosh, you're not my soulmate. Then you divorce. Even before you send the papers, you're already seeing somebody else from Japan.
That's a bad pattern of dysfunction. He's in a bad space.
And I wonder why, because you have very good parents who are still
Sometimes
married.
good parents who are busy.
You have grandma, grandpa who are still married.
Yeah, but sometimes it doesn't translate well when your parents are busy and you want what your parents have, but you weren't paying attention for whatever reason to how they maintained it or secured it.
But that's a good show to watch. If you haven't watched, you're gonna be it was fun. I loved it. All
right, that's all I got. Anything
all
else?
right. I think we shall be on time, you guys, next time. Goody
I was trying to do the thing from
Goody
my
has
phone.
been very busy.
Why yeah, my life is my life is a shit show. It's a shit show, y'all.
Why are you not going to do something with Nicole today or yesterday? I don't know.
I had a meeting with Nicole today.
Okay.
And I will meet with her next week and spend 4 hours with her next week.
When are you gonna be able to watch anything?
I'm gonna watch things. I'm in Portugal at the end of the month.
Oh my gosh, Goody.
And then I think Paris, and then I think London. I mean, all these places have internet.
Yes, but I did not know that. You're trying to join Ming now? Are you joining Ming?
No. My business partner's husband is in London. She'll be over there for a month, and we got a lot of stuff to sit down and.
So you're visiting?
I'm visiting. Look, this all started out. It was supposed to just be a trip to Puerto Rico, and now look.
Yeah. And then it
started. I even packed. It's a mess. And then this weekend I have a whole bunch of shenanigans to get into. It's a mess.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to have you. Everybody go follow Goody. She is Goody Gabor. Goody Gabor.
Well, all right, y'all. This was amazing. Thanks for spending time with me on my channel. Eventually, I have something on my channel one of these days.
I know. I cannot wait. We want to come over there and support.
Right.
In the meantime, you can follow her on her IG, Goody Gabor.
Or my Facebook, I'm Goody Gabor. I am Goody Gabor.
And I think Damita put your link somewhere.
My links is around. I my people will find me, and some of them will be here.
Yeah, there it is. There is her link. I just put it over there. You all go support. We cannot wait for her to start her own thing going on her platform so that we can also go over there and support. Thank you, Goody. Thank you for being here.
Always here for you, Ma. Love you, girl.
I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you. Thank you, guys, for being here. I love you, every one of you. Thank you for support. Do not forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that, listen, there are many African bloggers out here, but I still remain undisputed African queen. Don't get it twisted. All right, you guys. Bye-bye. Have a good night. And I will see you again on these social media streets. Good night, y'all. Bye-bye.